Hey guys, Victoria here, and welcome to the Geeky Sandbox. So, have you guys ever gone to see a movie and before you go in, you know that it's probably not going to be great? Today, we're going to do a non spoiler review over the movie Chucky. And no, not the original Chucky, the reboot or reimagined version of Chucky that stars Mark Hamill as Chucky, which I was excited about that part because Mark Hamill, first of all, he's an amazing actor. He's a just gem of a person, but he also has a lot of experience voice acting. So I was excited to hear how he was going to portray Chucky now in this kind of future setting that they have the story take place in. Mark Hamill did a great job with the material. His voice was like not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought I was going to just be cringing in my chair. Well, I was cringing a little bit, but I thought I was going to be like the whole time, but he still was able to capture that essence that everyone knew with Chucky while also making it his own. I like that he didn't try to sound exactly like Brad, and he just kind of yeah, like I said, he did his own thing. Miss Plaza did amazing. It was very odd to see her be this young mother to Andy. You get the sense of, okay, this is what's happening with this character and her family and whatnot. But they do kind of just drop you into this setting and they don't give you a lot of explanation, which I'll explain that more when I talk about the script. But she was very interesting. Like every time I see her, I usually see her in something that's humorous or something that requires a lot of comedic timing. And I feel like she still had a few of those moments here. So it was kind of odd to see her be in a movie like this. Not that she was just terrible, but it's just one of those things where it's like, I'm trying to get myself out of that place of seeing you as this amazing comedian, actress, and writer. You know what I mean? But there were still some like kind of shining moments with her as that young mother. He was interesting as Andy, I'll say that, because he did I don't know. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, there were a lot of lines where he would be slobbering and spitting out of fear. And I was like, my God. Like, it happened once and I was kind of like, okay. But then it happened like 3 more times. And I was like, okay. Like, I see you, kid. I see you just kind of like, I don't know, finding that like tick for that character. And I thought that was very interesting. So I'll give him kudos for that, especially when like there were a lot of high energy moments and like that like little like character take or trait would take place, and I was like, okay, I see you. So there are a few moments where, like I said, some of the performers are able to reach into their bag and try to like help make this movie what it is. But the problem with this entire movie, and it's not even just like the idea, the problem with the entire movie is the script. And I hate to be like that, but it's like sometimes I really do feel like the script is the foundation. The idea of the movie is the foundation. So it really did hurt the movie. It really did hurt the movie because, like I said, without spoiling anything, they don't really set anything. They set things up, but like the origin of Chucky is completely different. It's not really like, so if you go in to see this movie, don't expect the same setup as they did back in the day. This is completely different. He becomes who he is completely in a way that I didn't think about. I mean, it's an interesting thing that actually seems more plausible in regard to what happened in the older films versus now. This idea seems like, oh, maybe somebody could try to do something like that, but it's definitely not, it just wasn't my favorite. And that's just my personal preference. You can go see this movie and probably love the idea. My camera died, guys, but we're going to continue steamrolling through this review. This Chucky film is based in reality, and like that has its perks, and like I said, it is in that realm of being a little bit more realistic, but there's something about the original Chucky movie kind of coming from a place of surrealism, if that makes any sense, like something that's just very odd that made it so cool. And I don't know, I guess that's the nicest way to explain it. Is it was a little lackluster and boring, but I know that they did have a lot of trouble with kind of changing a lot of the script so that way they didn't get any weird lawsuits from the original film, because this is all separate people, separate everything really. And so they had to change their kills, they had to change just a lot of things. So I'm keeping that in mind while doing this review, but it does still suck that a lot of the changes that they made did make the movie a little lackluster. And I'm not saying that the film had to be this exact same thing, because that's not, I like that they stepped outside of the box, whether it was the kills, whether it was a new character, whether it was the way people spoke to Andy, the people Andy met. Like, I feel like I like some of that stuff, but I just feel like just the whole idea of it for me, it was not for me. And just looking at the audience around me, they were just there to just enjoy the film. They weren't just super overwhelmed. No one was like cackling, like it wasn't anything. People were just kind of there. And I don't know, for a movie, sometimes you want to be more than just there. Not saying you need to be screaming or crying or clapping or anything crazy like that, but it was underwhelming. But with all of that, guys, what do I give Chucky 2019? I give Chucky 2019 1 out of 5 geeks. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can get more videos like this one. If you like this video, guys, go ahead and give it a like rating down below. And, until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.